Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today for our Life Markets Master Class. My name is Matt Alina, and I'm the manager of the Life Markets team here at URL Insurance Group. And I appreciate you taking time to join us for our master class. This topic is going to be about finding your next client. One of the things that's very difficult in the life insurance marketplace is prospecting and trying to find that next client. And the number of people that are in this industry are getting smaller and smaller, but yet the need for life insurance is growing. In fact, studies show that there is a $12 trillion financial need that we as insurance professionals, life insurance advisors, may be overlooking. So the people are out there and the people want the coverage, but they're not being asked. In fact, the numbers show that about 60 million American households have an average of $200,000 of life insurance protection. It's not enough. More people are saying that they want to get more coverage or they don't have any coverage at all, and that is something that they're going to do is get more coverage. So we're going to show you how you can find your next client. So we talked about filling the financial gap, a $12 trillion financial gap. You have the option when you meet with somebody to sell them a new policy. You have the option of adding existing coverage to their already existing policy, so adding more coverage to their current coverage. And the other opportunity or the other option is that you replace what they have and get them a brand new policy. There are policies out there that are a lot more robust. They have a lot more benefits than just paying on a death benefit. So the options again, sell a brand new policy, add to the existing coverage that they already have, or replace the coverage with a brand new policy. So where are you going to find your next client? Some of us, we spend money on purchasing leads or we do advertising through social media and other mediums. But let's just think of it another way. What about setting up a strategic partnership? Let me tell you what that means. You are a life insurance advisor. Many of you work for yourself. You have already established some natural alliances with people. As an insurance advisor, you may already have somebody that's working on your agency's or your business's taxes and their financials. That means you have a relationship probably with a CPA. Some of you are already, you own a car, you own a home, you own a business. You may already have a relationship with somebody that's involved in commercial P&C or with a P&C agency. You may want to form alliances with people that are already doing financial planning and they're helping people already, but they don't do life insurance. P&C agencies, commercial and just the regular family P&C agency, a lot of them, they may do life insurance, but they don't do it well. Accountants, those CPAs, they don't do life insurance. That mortgage broker, they don't do life insurance. That financial planner, life insurance for a lot of them is the furthest thing from their mind, or that estate planning attorney. This is where you can form strategic partnerships. You may be the catalyst where all of you work together harmoniously, where they feed you the life insurance business, you feed them the business that helps them, whether it's for estate planning or they need an accountant or whatever it is. You can form strategic partnerships because you do life insurance and you do it well. So, who benefits from these strategic alliances, these strategic partnerships? First and foremost, let's focus on the client. As a client, they now have the opportunity to get more of their planning needs met. You may help them with their final needs, life insurance planning, but they need to speak to somebody that helps with estate planning to put together a will. You feed them that benefit. Or maybe you're working with somebody that owns a business. They need that coverage for life insurance to protect them, maybe a buy-sell agreement, key person policies, and then you feed that and you funnel that business over to that commercial P&C agency. And they also will funnel business to you. You, as collective, as an alliance, you are going to be able to provide that client with better overall service, and you really are providing them a one-stop shop with a team approach. Yes, you're all separate entities, but one hand washes the other. As professionals, these are the professionals that are the attorneys, the mortgage brokers, the realtors. You catch the picture. They're able to provide clients better support. They're able to retain their existing clients, but they're also going to be able to gain new clients as well, new clients from you and other people that are in that strategic alliance. And it expands the firm's resources, their professional firm's resources. As a life insurance advisor, it's going to generate sources for quality referrals. That financial planner is going to generate referrals to you in other areas, and it's just an ever evolving circle. You and the alliance, you become a leader in the community. You become a leader. You can lead all of these people within the alliance. You could be that catalyst, the person in the middle there. You will be able to gain access to wealthier clients, and you'll be able to gain access to business owners. It's all about who you know, not necessarily what you know. It's something we've all heard many times, but it really holds true. We all want to expand our client base, and there's really three ways to do that. The first way is you buy the expertise. You buy it, you buy that agency, you buy whatever it is, and so that's option number one. The option number two is you can build the expertise, or the third option is to form an alliance to get the expertise. So if you're going to buy or build expertise, there's some pros and there's some cons. Let's talk about the pros. When you are building or buying a certain expertise, let's say you do life insurance, but now you're going to go into P&C, or you're going to become a financial planner. When you do that, or you build it, instead of building the alliances, you do have complete control over everything, complete control over the brand, complete control over the business and the business decisions. You get to enjoy in the potential for increased revenue, and you also, one of the pros is improved services to your clients. Here's some of the cons. Time and expense. It's expensive to buy some of those expertises, not to mention the time that it takes to go through the training, the certification, all the legal paperwork that needs to go through. Somebody else in that alliance might actually have already taken care of that. There may be some potential liability, or maybe some potential ethical or regulatory liability. You've got to look into all of that. So yes, some of the pros is you get to control the whole thing. You get to control the whole message, the whole brand. You get to take control of all of the revenue. But the cons may be time, expense, liability, and just that overall length of time and the expense of doing that. That's a big con for a lot of people. If you form a professional alliance, the pros being there are no startup times. There are little to no startup costs. You're providing improved services to your clients, and you have access to the alliance's products and expertise. You didn't have to take any time. You didn't have to spend any money to do any of this stuff. You sat down over a cup of coffee or maybe over lunch and you hammered out some of the details. Some of the cons is you do have to choose your alliance relationships, your strategic alliances carefully, because there may be somebody in there that may not be aligned with your belief system, and that may risk your reputation. You may involve giving up some of your revenue or some of your control. So you have to weigh the pros and cons. So if you decide that you want to find your next client and form that alliance, here are your next steps. The first is to identify those professionals and identify them, contact them, give them a overview of what you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to do. Again, with the whole idea that you are going to be scratching their back, they're going to scratch your back, and it's an ever evolving cycle. Once you've identified those professionals and you've kind of gone over some of the details, now it's time to go for a test drive and give it a try. And one of the things that I would recommend when you're going for a test drive, you be the first person to refer a client to them. Show them the benefits of forming this alliance. Go for that test drive. Once they see that this is a win-win situation, it's time to develop a business plan. Sit down and hammer out a business plan. Then together, you're going to identify clients. You're going to identify the clients that you will hand over to the other professionals, and those other professionals are going to identify clients they're going to hand over to you. They're going to be making that warm referral. One of the things that I recommend you also do when you form this alliance, you've developed a business plan, is make sure that you are regularly reviewing everything and making sure that everybody in that alliance is benefiting from this. All parties should be benefiting. The client should be benefiting as well as everybody else within that strategic alliance. Now, some things that you should consider when you are forming this business alliance. You have to find people that are going to have similar philosophies and mindset. You don't want to partner up and you don't want to form an alliance with somebody where it's oil and water. It's not going to work. You have to have a similar philosophy and mindset. You also should be serving similar clients, and you all should have competent levels of expertise in your field. Now, one of the things, it's not an overnight success. It's not an overnight process. And I mentioned this before, and I'll say it again. When you form this alliance, I recommend that you be the first person to make a referral in the relationship. That way, it starts it off on a good note, and they see, okay, you're not just looking to get access to their book of business, you're providing them access to your book of business. And they see that it's a give and take relationship. When you're targeting clients, let's say you want to go after business owner clients. Where are those alliances, those strategic alliances? You want to talk to those CPAs. You want to talk to those business owners. You want to talk to the commercial P&C agencies and maybe even some employee benefit firms. That's how you would be able to say, hey, who do you know in the business community? And these CPAs, attorneys, P&C agencies, they're going to be able to provide access to those types of clients. They're going to be able to make that referral. You're also going to, if you're looking for those high net worth clients, you will want to partner up with high-end CPAs, high-end investment advisors, those high-end financial planners, those estate attorneys. that will be able to hand over some high net worth clients. Maybe you're looking just to do family protection or all of it, but family protection, P&C agencies that primarily handle home and auto, or those mortgage brokers when a person buys and sells a home, maybe some of the smaller CPAs, investment advisors, and even family law attorneys. So you see that these alliances can help you with targeting specialty clients, business owners, high net worth clients, family protection. I highly recommend in this business, as the number of agents in this industry gets smaller and smaller, and the gap keeps getting wider and wider. Again, there is a $12 trillion financial need that you may be overlooking. Either people who are underinsured or don't have any insurance whatsoever. Don't go it alone. You can do it with the alliances. You're not going to be spending a lot of money. There aren't going to be those big startup costs. And a lot of these alliances can be formed just by sitting down, having a cup of coffee, enjoying lunch together, and kind of just jotting down some notes and some of the things that you'd like to achieve. And look for people that are like minded as you, that are same expertise level, and understand that you want to put together a copacetic relationship, a relationship that's give and take, and you can see that you will find your next client just by those warm referrals through your strategic partnerships. That's it for this edition of our Life Markets Masterclass, Finding Your Next Client. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. You can reach me at 717-216-8041. Again, it's 717-216-8041. You can also send me an email at matta@urlinsgroup.com. I appreciate your time, appreciate your partnership. Don't go it alone. Form those alliances and watch them feed clients to you. You feed clients to them, and you can watch both of your businesses grow. Till next time, take it easy, and we'll talk to you all soon.